Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel, Pat's Two Wheels, where we talk about riding and trips. Today we've got a Yamaha MT10. If you're interested in this bike, stick around. I'll give you my thoughts on it. Well, there you go. Quick view of the bike before we take off. All right, so Yamaha MT10. What does MT stand for? Masters of Torque. I believe that to be true. Here we go. Oh, it sounds so good. It just sings to me. And that is just with a slip-on. Nothing wild and crazy there, just a slip-on. Alright, so what do I like about this Yamaha? Well, it gives you a lot of punch and a lot of get up and go. You know, pricing on this 2020 was 10, 11, somewhere in there, so reasonable price for 160 horsepower. And when you get the ergos set up the way you like it and you get a decent seat on here, you can ride this thing all day long. You really can. So it's pretty straight up in terms of the riding position. I think I want to do some risers on here at some point, but for now everything is just fine. It is just a fun bike. It's just a hoot. It's also comfortable enough, you know, I can ride it 300 or 400 miles on a day or more if I need to, want to. Let me see, things I don't like. You know, there's not much, I guess I will say stock thing. I think things I don't like, there's not much, and you really got to dig into it. The stock seat for some is okay, and man, some people are just tough about that kind of stuff. On the other hand, I'm not that way. My butt gets really sore after not very long, and I'm not big on stock seats. So I'm running a Russell, which I really enjoy. I ran the Yamaha comfort seat before on a bike and on an MT10, and it was good, but just not as good as this Russell. But you know, the stock seat is bad. Stock wind protection is great in the summertime, but I ride year round, and I'll tell you what, if it's 50 degrees outside, it's a whole lot more comfortable getting the wind off you. I do feel like this bike definitely challenges your state of self-control. So I set it at 62, I'm doing 62, 61, 62, all looks good. Yeah, she's a great machine. She feels good. So let's talk about suspension. So I've got this, I will just admit it, I've got everything softened up as much as I can make it. I like a soft suspension. I'm not a road racer. I don't care to feel every bump on the road. So yeah, I like a soft suspension, and I'd go softer if I could, but it's as soft as it'll go. But you know what? I like it that way. So give me a nice cushy ride. but yet it's still firm enough. I'll say it's firm enough even when you go maximum softness for me, that I mean it still hugs the corner and it's still got great traction and you can feel the road, and these tires just grip. So yeah, I really, if you can't tell, I like this machine. Oh, how could I forget? The other thing, of course, that people talk about with this being an MT is that the fuel tank is often empty with an E. The point is, you can maybe get 130, 140 miles out of a tank, maybe, but I will tell you, the fuel gauge drops down immediately from full to half. There's no 3/4, and then it's a pretty quick drop from half to quarter. Usually around 100 miles, I'm looking at near a quarter tank. So just to be safe, I fill up every 100 miles. It can go a little further than that, of course, but you know, these MT10s, they've got near 160 horsepower, so lots of get up and go, short wheelbase, relatively light. They are just a hoot, and for an old guy who doesn't want to have the bent knees on a sport bike, this is a really good ride. I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, heck, it's got cruise control, right? So I just turn on the cruise control and hey, this is great. I can stretch my arms, I can twist, and I can turn. I can do all these great things. So So my local dealership is Brushy Mountain Power Sports here in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Those guys do an awesome job. I highly recommend them. Go see Dakota and Matt if you get a chance. They'll give you a good deal. They know motorcycles. They know about two wheels. And they'll give you a good fair trade-in as well. So I really enjoy working with those guys. And last but not least, I just gotta say, I hope you've enjoyed today. It's been great getting out and riding some, looking around, talking about the Yamaha. Take care. We'll see you in the next video.